Hello, welcome to a Pokemon X Wi-Fi battle against somebody my friend list named Edo, not sure how to pronounce it. Anyways, I'm bringing Leftovers Tyranitar with Stealth Rocks, Assault Vest Conkeldurr, Focus Action Gengar, Choice Specs Noivern, Choice Band Arcanine, and Rocky Helmet's Ferrothorn. He's bringing Sylveon, Rotomosh, Zapdos, Bisharp, Landorus, and Charizard X. And I really need to remove the Focus Action on Gengar, since Sandscream from Tyranitar kind of destroys it. It's kind of a problem, but it's not that bad. But anyways, without further ado, let's get this battle started. Alright, I lead off with Tyranitar, because, Stealth Rocks, it's good to get up. He has, what, 2 weak to Stealth Rocks? He's against Charizard. Which is perfect for me, perfect opportunity to set up Stealth Rock, since he's probably going to switch out due to me fearing a Rock-type move, which I don't even have other than Stealth Rocks. My set is Ice Beam, Fire Blast, Pursuit, and Stealth Rocks. He brings in Landorus to take the physical attack and get the Intimidate off, but I go for the Stealth Rocks, so no harm. It's always good to have him. And my only physical move is Pursuit, and I'm going to be using it on him right now. He's going for his own Stealth Rock, so he's not Choice Scarf, and I go for the Ice Beam, which isn't able to KO, but it does get the freeze. I mean, third turn, and I'm already getting hacks. And he's actually got the left roar, so he's probably bulky, Stealth Rocker, Roar. I don't think it gets Roar, yeah. He's going to switch. I go for the Pursuit, which doesn't kill, but it's pretty close. I knew it wasn't going to since the Intimidate, and the fact that I'm not even running any attack. And he's going to his Rotomosh, takes his Stealth Rocks damage, get that Sandstorm damage. And I'm scared of this. I don't want to get burned, even though it won't really matter too much. Anyways, I switch out into Ferrothorn, which is my second bet for being burned, other than Noivern, since Noivern didn't do anything in this match. He used one move, and it missed. So I probably should have let him get burned, since I couldn't spam Draco Meteors because of the Sylveon, which is really annoying, but he didn't really do anything. Arcanine was definitely MVP, or Conkeldurr, but he opts for the Volt Switch. Just get some damage off and switch. He goes into Zapdos, I think. Yeah. Because he has Defog, and I wasn't expecting Defog. He's got to put that pressure on the field. I go for the Spikes. I should have gone for the Leech Seed, but I was stupid and went for the Spikes, as he defogs them away this turn. And I take my burn damage. I go for Leaf Seed this turn as he goes for Defog, which got really annoying. But I was able to play around it, kind of, not really. But he gets rid of his own Stealth Rocks, even though Arcanine and Noivern are weak to him, and it breaks my Gengar's Focus Sash. I just assume when I see Gengar's either Mega or Focus Sash. But anyways, this turn I go. I think I'll go for the Stealth Rocks. I switch out. My bad, I'm getting ahead of myself. He switches out, I go into Noivern, as he goes for the Roost, which gets, back up to health, back up full HP. He could probably take a Draco Meteor if it's specially defensive, but get that Leech Seed. Now here, I predicted him to go out into the Sylveon, so I just went for Choice Specs Hurricane, but, well, it's got, 70 accuracy, so it misses. Look at that beautiful shiny Sylveon over there. Yeah, he avoids it. That's pretty much the only thing this thing did was miss. I switch back out. I go into Gengar, so I Sludge Bomb this thing. Goes for the Hyper Voice. It does, almost half. But he predicts the Sludge Bomb, which I should have predicted the switch to Bisharp and went for Focus Blast, but I didn't. I went for Sludge Bomb, which, So here I was expecting either Sucker Punch or Knockoff, so I go for the Destiny Bond. As he goes for the Pursuit, which takes me out, but my Destiny Bond was able to take him out. So Gengar, I can usually count on Gengar to use 1 or 2 KOs a game. And this goes Destiny Bond and its Focus Sash, I need to get 2 hits in, which is pretty helpful. So I switched into my Fire Doge, my Arcanine. Choice Band Arcanine. I'm ready to destroy this thing with a Flare Blitz. But no, plot twist. He predicts that the fire type move switches out into Rotom Wash, which takes a big chunk from Choice Band and Flare Blitz. It's enough to 2-hit KO. I assume it was especially defensive then. So look at that damage. Take that recoil. I was off to go for it again to take him out, because it'll hit anything on his team pretty hard. Even the Charizard, it'll do probably more to that Charizard than to the Rotom Wash. Rotom Wash is bulky. Take my small recoil damage. He goes into the Charizard. I wasn't gonna stay in and go for the. Actually, he predicts me going back into Tyranitar, which I do. He predicted that pretty nicely. I switch back in my Tyranitar, which it's kind of bad being up against the Sylveon, but I can take whatever he wants to throw at me. Hyper Voice, I can take that. I can take that to the bank, kind of. So I just take this opportunity, sit back my Stealth Rocks, because I mean he's got Zapdos, Charizard. So this turn, yeah, he goes for the Hyper Voice. I'm relaxed, so minus Speed Nature, he's gonna outspeed me. Almost does half, but I just take my Stealth Rocks up, and I get some leftovers recovery. So I could take another one if I wanted to, but I had no reason to stay in. And he, get his leftovers. We're both getting leftovers on the field, just eating this up. So this turn, I switch back into Arcanine, so I can hopefully destroy this thing with the Flare Blitz. Choice Band Flare Blitz. It's like a 62.5% chance to KO, to OHKO it. He does with Hyper Voice. It does a decent amount of damage for being resisted. I mean, Pixelated Hyper Voice, yeah, that hurts. Alright, I go. Oh wait, yeah, he's got leftovers still. He's getting his leftovers over there. Anyways, I go for my Choice Band Flare Blitz again. And I was expecting this to take it out, and then I saw the health, when the health was dropping, it just dropped so slowly, and he was able to take that. He had to have some physical bulk, or I just got a low damage roll. I ran it through the calc, 62% chance to KO it, so I probably got a low damage roll, or he was pretty bulky on the defensive side, because he ran light screen and stuff like that. That's what I'd run. Wish, light screen, or Wish, Reflect, Heal Bell, and Hyper Voice. It's pretty good. I go back into my Ferrothorn here, so I can get the Leech Seed up. As he goes back into his Landorus, he just sacks it off with the Stealth Rocks damage. It looks so awkward just floating there, not even moving. It's kind of great. Yeah, me going for the... Oh, I went for the Power Whip just to take out the Sylveon, but he switched out. He wanted to get his Zapdos in without getting a Leech Seed on. Without getting a Leech Seed so he could defog. Which he does do this turn. I go for the Leaf Seed. Yeah. He goes for the Roost. In his health bag again. I'm assuming this is probably has to be defensive. He's got a Rocky Helmet. I found out the end he's got a Rocky Helmet. Got my Leaf Seed on. Get that residual damage. It's the only way I can take this thing out since my Arcanine is fainted. And Conkle, I don't want to bring Conkeldurr in without... No, I don't want him to take any hits. Ice Punch would probably do a lot. So he goes for the Defog. I predicted him to go for the Defog. I went for the Stealth Rocks again. So I'd get him back up, and he'd be forced to go for the Defog again the next turn, so I could keep getting Leaf Seed damage. Which, it worked. Pretty sure this turn, the next turn, he goes for the Defog again. Actually, no, I switch out. I go back into the Tyranitar. I still have him left. Get my Sand Scream up. Get my special defense. Take everything to the bank. He went for the Discharge for some reason. I guess I don't know. Maybe he predicted Conkeldurr to come in and destroy it with an Ice Punch. But I was just fishing for hitting whatever I wanted switching, hopefully get the paralysis, but I take it. I get my leftovers and Leaf Seed. For some reason, he went for the Defog here. I went for the Pursuit, thinking he'd switch out into his Sylveon so he could try to kill this thing with a Hyper Voice. And I take the Rocky Helmet damage right there. I'm like, oh, Rocky Helmet, Well, it's pretty common, I guess. Normally it's usually leftovers, but he's already got 2 leftovers users. I could have went for an ice beam that turn and probably taken it out as long as it's physically bulky. Probably could have. But he withdraws, which I could have went for pursuit that time, but nope. And I go for the stealth rock. So now when that Zapdos switches back in, it's basically dead. And this is where I figured a Mega Evolves. I was hoping, I don't really know, I can't deal with either of the Mega Zards very well with this team. Except for X is more preferable, so I have Intimidator and Arcanine. I switch out the Noivern, hoping it's a Y, so I could take like a fire boosted, sun boosted like flamethrower and just hit back with a hurricane or something. But nope, it's an X. He dances. He starts dancing. He's dancing shoes and stuff. So now I was assuming I run bulky, so my bulky set wouldn't be able to outspeed a Noivern after a +1 set. I don't think so. I was hoping it was bulky. And I went for the Hurricane, but no, he outspeeds and just hits me with a Dragon Claw. I could have predicted that, went to a Ferrothorn and got the Rocky Helmet, Iron Barbs damage, and Sandstorm. But I was stupid, I forgot. So now we're just going to Conkeldurr, baiting him to go for the Flare Blitz, so I can switch back into my, so I can switch into Ferrothorn, just so I can get Recoil, Iron Barbs, Rocky Helmet damage, so much damage, it hurts him a lot. It's fun doing that to a Mega Kangaskhan with a double fake out on Ferrothorn. It's evil. And the Recoil, he's down below half, barely, but he is. So here I switch into Conkeldurr. He can take me out of the Flare Blitz. The Recoil would kill him though. So, but he could have won if he didn't switch right here. He would have won. This switch right here lost him the game. Puts down the Sylveon, takes the Stealth Rocks. I don't know what he was thinking. I ran the Calyx and Mach Punch couldn't kill from that range. I take this out with a Drain Punch, and now it's ogre. It's over right now. If that switch ruined it. He lost the match at that switch. He could have destroyed it with a Flare Blitz and killed off Tyranitar with Sylveon and Zapdos, but Mach Punch. Now I just got the Mach Punch rest. It was a good game. Best match I've had in a while. I mean, I don't usually do 6 versus 6 because nobody ever challenges me. I'm always on the battle spot and lots of Mega Kangaskhan's. Anyways, Charizard X comes back, takes the Stealth Rocks, and he's taken out with the Mach Punch, which it wouldn't have killed at the earlier range. He could have killed me off with a Flare Blitz. But, you know, you win some, you lose some. He took the risk, it didn't pay off. The Mach Punch would have killed. He would have won. Anyways, I'll post my Twitter link in the account so you can arrange to battle me, because that would be great, because I get bored really easily and that would be fun.